to go to the moon.
We sink, we swim, we rise, we fall, we meet our fate together.
Here's to the crazy ones.
I have a dream.
Not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
Search high and low, scour far and wide. Comb through every inch of this magnificent state, and you'll have a hard time finding a more fitting analogy for life than a race. The hours of meticulous preparation, the boldness to train, the determination to push past limits, the resolve to persevere, the focused goal to win, the steadfast courage to finish.
Together, together.
But this seemingly solitary act of racing is not a lonesome journey, because when you look, you find a simple truth. You never run alone.
Together.
With every step, you are upheld by a throng of champions. With every careen, you are picked up by a web of support, and all noise is drowned by the raucous ovation of the fanatics.
But because they are hard.
St. Vrain Valley Schools are running a race. They are chasing hard after preeminence. They are hounding after student success and teacher excellence. And every day, they surpass even our loftiest expectations.
We sink, we swim, we rise, we fall, we meet our fate together.
Stride for stride, we run with the St. Vrain Valley Schools. Mile after mile, we equip them on their trek. Year after year, we champion their cause. We are intensely honored to be partners in their journey. We are excessively proud to be amongst their legion of support. We are the St. Vrain Valley Schools Education Foundation, and we run further together.
Welcome everyone to our 2021 virtual tribute to teachers. Obviously we couldn't have an in-person event this year due to what's going on throughout our community, but we're really excited to share this fantastic event with the entire community to celebrate our teachers and the incredible work that they do on behalf of our students in our community. I really want to take a moment to thank Dr. Don Haddad, our Superintendent of Schools here in St. Vrain Valley, all of our Board of Education members, our staff, teachers, and of course, parents and students. This has been a challenging year for all of us, but our teachers and our staff have really moved forward through those challenges. And in fact, I feel have really elevated everything that they've been doing on behalf of our students. The Tribute to Teachers is an event that we've been doing for a lot of years, and it's an event that we celebrate the work of our teachers. And tonight, I hope that you get to see your teacher in your school community get the Teacher of the Year. But remember too, we have 2 finalists for each of our schools as well. And up to this point, it's been 100% confidential. I also want to take a moment to thank our Foundation Board of Directors, our Associate Board of Directors, and of course our staff and our volunteers for all the work that they've put into this, the countless hours reviewing all the nominations, which by the way, counted over 900 nominations this year, which was a 50% increase over last year. I think our community realized that our teachers need to be recognized during challenging times. And so I'm very, very proud of the community recognizing our teachers and really appreciate the support. Next up, I want to introduce Stapp Interstate Toyota, who is one of our major sponsors for tonight's event. Stapp Toyota is a family-owned business that has done amazing work in our community, and I just want to thank the Stapps for all their support, not only for the foundation, but for the school district and for the rest of the community. Check out Stapp Inspires at stappinspires.org.
Communities are stronger when people work together for a greater good. And that's why at Stapp Interstate Toyota, we proudly sponsor this inspiring local organization.
As our community adjusts to today's world, so have our schools. St. Vrain remains resilient and dedicated to providing students the best public education possible with a strong competitive advantage. We are thankful for our teachers, staff, and everyone in our community who go above and beyond to shape our students' futures.
Visit stappinspires.com for more amazing stories.
Next, I want to introduce the amazing Niwot High School Chamber Singers who will be performing A Million Dreams. The chamber singers are directed by Laura Walters.
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home.
They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care, still call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take.
Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make. There's a house we can build, every room inside is filled with things from far away.
Special things I can put each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we've lost our minds. I don't care if they call us crazy. Run away to a world that we design. Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake.
Wow, what an incredible performance by our Niwot High School Chamber Singers. I also just again want to thank Laura Walters, who directed that whole segment, and also want to thank Janae Bird from St. Vrain Valley Schools, who helped our foundation get that piece together. Thank you, Janae, really appreciate it. Next up, I want to introduce probably the part of the program that all of you have been waiting for, which is our Teacher of the Year slideshow. For those of you who don't know, this is the segment where we actually tell you who each of our School Teacher of the Year are, and then each of the School Teacher of the Year finalists as well. Again, just a reminder, 900 nominations submitted this year by the community in general. And we just want to say thank you to all of you who did that on behalf of our teachers. Also want to thank our entire committee headed up by Michelle Sulik, our Tribute to Teachers Committee Chair, who poured over all 900 nominations to ensure that everyone had a voice. So really appreciate that. I hope you enjoy the slideshow. Here we go.
I'm Don Haddad, Superintendent, St. Vrain Valley Schools, and it's good to be here celebrating another tribute to teachers. I want to start by thanking Mr. Josh Atherton. He is the Executive Director for the St. Vrain Valley Schools Education Foundation. And Josh, you've done an amazing job, and I appreciate you always enthusiastically honoring our teachers and our staff and our students, and you've been a champion for our whole community. And I'd also like to thank the board of the St. Vrain Valley Schools Education Association for your great support. You know, one of the things that I know about the teaching profession, it's one of the most challenging jobs that a person can have, and that's in a great year. And with this pandemic, it's been over the top challenging and stressful, and I can't thank you enough. And I've heard that from so many people. Actually, today I was out visiting several of the high schools and got to see the schools full of our students, and there was a lot of energy and a lot of gratitude for the work that you all have done as teachers. I've always believed that the teaching profession is among the most noble professions. And beyond that, it's one of the most critically important professions because it serves as the prerequisite to every other profession. Regardless of what profession someone has chosen, their beginnings were with a teacher and a group of teachers in a public school. 90+% of all the children in America, K through 12, attend a public school. And that means our entire population, 90% and above, have at one time attended a public school. So you can see just how critically important it is. And one of the things that I keep on my desk, I have this placard that it was given to me by Evelyn Rodriguez, a teacher at Niwot High School when I was the principal. And it reads, "Out of the public school grows the greatness of a nation." And this is a reminder every single day that what we do, only second to parenting, will have the most significant impact on America, on our students, on our families. And it's so far-reaching. This year with the pandemic, I think everyone has gotten a much closer view of just how far and wide the tentacles of public education reach. We've seen how the work you do impacts the economy. We've seen how the work that you do impacts school safety and community safety and national security. We've seen how it impacts our property values and our residential homes and commercial properties. We've seen the influence that it has on the service industry. And we've seen how it sparks innovation in a highly competitive global environment. You know, one of the things that President Biden has just most recently announced is his initiative on redeveloping the physical infrastructure of this nation, the bridges and the roads and all of the things that we need that connect our states together and connect so much together. And what we do in public education, what you do as a teacher in public education, is you are responsible for the human infrastructure. The human infrastructure that you develop and grow every single day in your classrooms. That's what makes America great, and that's what makes the teaching profession the greatest profession of all. And so I want to thank you for your great work this year and always. I hope you have a wonderful tribute, and I hope you know how much respect we all have for you. So thanks again, and have a great rest of the year.
I said, I want to become a teacher. I also want to make a difference in students' lives. This is what teaching is all about.
In one of the most important places in America, a public school.
They had an unwavering belief in the power of education.
Schools are the heartbeat of the community.
My name is Janet Rivera Gonzalez, and I teach at Northridge Elementary School. I love teaching, and when I was little, back in Mexico, I always play school with my cousins. I was a teacher, of course. They were my students, and I was helping them, with school stuff. It felt good to help others. Then later in life, I came to the U.S. when I was 14 years old. And there was a teacher, who made a difference in my life. She guided me, she helped me. She really made a difference in my life. And I said, I want to become a teacher. I also want to make a difference in students' life the way she did with me. One of the things that I think has been so successful, like starting this online learning, every time I design my lessons, I said, okay, how can I incorporate a way, to really engage students? So I'm always finding like creative ways. I incorporated, for example, movement, dancing. Okay, let's dance. I use theme days or spirit days. Now that they're at home, students are at home, I use artifacts. So I said, okay, what can I use for students to tell me if they agree, if they disagree with their partner, and then for me also to be able if they got their answer correct. So I use the sunglasses for statements. I'm agree, put your sunglasses if you agree or disagree. Yes, Miss Rivera, that's equal to 6. A ver, déjeme verlos. And then if I see, okay, most of them got it, that's the correct answer, and then they have to prove their answer. That's a fun way, they all love to wear glasses. It was fun for them, and also I use that so I can see academic learning through using artifacts from home. Learning is fun, and that's kind of always been my motto, like learning should be fun when the kids like laughter and excitement, and I said, okay, this is what teaching it's all about. The first week of school, every day was a theme day. Okay, wear, shirt with your favorite color. And then I was asking, oh, I noticed that you're wearing pink. Is that your favorite color? So we were getting to know each other. Like the next day was not to dress up, but I was telling information about me, stuff about me. So they were using a spoon and a fork. So I said, okay, go get a scavenger hunt and go get a spoon and a fork. Let's see if you know, Miss Rivera. Let's see how much have you learned about her. So we were doing a true-false statements. And I said, oh, no, I don't have 2 pets. I only have 1. So we were using the spoon and the fork. Or find someone who, by using like the sunglasses, okay? If you like pizza, put your sunglasses. And I said, okay, now look at the camera and see. At the end of the day, we have what is called like a closing circle. And then I have an activity that it's about ask me anything. So every day I choose 2 students, and then all other students, they can ask them anything. Of course, I model the first one and I say, okay, well, what is your favorite food? Or you have a pet. Today we're gonna pick Jaylene and another student. Okay, let's get to know them more. Ask them anything. They started, to know even me, getting to know them better, but also their friends, their classmates. So creating that community, like how I do it in person, I wanted to also make a community and online learning.
Next up, I want to take a moment to thank our incredible community partners and sponsors for supporting not only the Education Foundation as a whole, but specifically Tribute to Teachers, and giving us the ability to recognize our teachers in an incredible way. Starting at presented sponsor is STAP Interstate Toyota. Make sure you check them out. They're in Frederick on I-25. They have an amazing program called STAP Inspires, and we thank them for supporting us. Next up is our diamond sponsor, Elevations Credit Union. Michelle Sulik, Dennis Paul, all the staff here locally in Longmont, thank you so much for everything that you do for Tribute to Teachers. And then I'm going to read off our next ones. Our gold sponsors, which is at the $2,500 level. We have Bank of Colorado. We have Ent Credit Union. We have Longmont Pediatric Dentistry. We have St. Vrain Valley Education Association. And we have Specialty Products. Thank you all. Next up, we have our silver sponsors, $1,000. High Plains Bank, Longmont Dairy Farm, Lions Gaddis, and United Power. Thank you all very, very much. And at our bronze level, $500, we have Black Ridge Wealth Management, FCI Constructors, Sunflower Bank, TBK Bank, the Office of Parker Ridgely and the Horace Mann Companies, University of Northern Colorado, and Wes Parker State Farm Agent. Thank you all again for your support, not only for this year, but obviously during a very challenging year. We really, really appreciate your support to support our teachers. Thank you very much. Next up, I want to introduce a public service announcement from Elevations Credit Union. Elevations is a community credit union here in the St. Vrain Valley area in the Front Range, and they're such an incredible supporter of our foundation and many other nonprofits. And just want to say a personal thank you to Michelle Sulik, who's also on our board, and also Dennis Paul as well, and all the staff at Elevations.
At Elevations, we're not too big and not too small. You could say we're just right. Elevations Credit Union, the sophisticated financial products and services you need, the investment and community you deserve. It matters where you bank. Insured by NCUA.
Next up, we have our District Teacher of the Year finalists. We have 4 areas in St. Vrain Valley Schools, and it's important for the foundation to recognize each of the areas that cover our school district. These 4 teachers are also Teacher of the Year for their respective schools as well. And I just want to say a personal thank you and congratulations to each of our finalists this year for a job well done and for doing so much for your school community. Congratulations. Next up, I want to introduce our District Teacher of the Year, our St. Vrain Valley Schools Teacher of the Year. But I'm going to just pause for a second because I'm not going to tell you who it is just quite yet. You're going to have to watch the video that precedes me to actually find out who it is. But let me give you a couple really neat quotes that came out of the nominations. I just think that just sets this teacher separate from everyone else. From a parent, this parent says, "This teacher recommended both of our sons for the Front Range Community College cohort, and has turned out to be the best 2 programs our sons have embarked on as they plan their futures. They will both attain an associate's degree at the very least, but because of this teacher, my sons also have practical, logical, hands-on skills to be productive citizens in our community." That's from a parent. And this next one is from a student that nominated this teacher. "This teacher never fails to show every student how to achieve the goals they set. He teaches each student the way they learn best so that we can succeed at the challenge before us. This teacher has us work as a team to accomplish our goals and always make it fun and enjoyable. This is why I love this teacher." Those were just a couple examples of quotes from nominations from many people who submitted nominations for this particular teacher, students, teachers, and coworkers. So thank you all for supporting this teacher. I also just want to quickly thank our district communications team for supporting the video that's coming up here and supporting our foundation. You know who you are, and I really, really appreciate you. Without further ado, let's get to our video here. So I want to present our 2021 St. Vrain Valley Schools Teacher of the Year.
Before Shoop, I didn't really know where I wanted to go. He's definitely helped me take a lot of steps toward my future.
Shoop's probably one of the best teachers that we've ever had. I went to college. In the first semester, I struggled, failed a few of my classes, really just needed to get some extra credit. And so I worked with one of my chemistry professors at an elementary school. And we were just working with the students, doing these little science experiments, just really fun stuff. And it just I loved working with the kids, and really just opened that door for me to say, yeah, this is what I'm good at, this is what I enjoy. This is my 13th year in teaching. I have taught just about everything, biology, chemistry, AP chemistry, a lot of science. Truthfully, when I applied for the position, I had no idea what I was getting into and how big this actually was going to get.
So what I was looking for was the person who could sell the program. He's built this pathway from the ground up. as principals, we often have these crazy ideas, and when you can find the right person to bring that idea to fruition, it really means a lot, and he's done it.
Shoop has a lot of energy and he brings a lot of creative ideas to the table and to our program.
He's really not afraid to dream big and go after it, and he gets a lot of excitement and enthusiasm in the students, in the administration, and in the rest of the team to really go for some cool goals and get awesome things done here.
He's just so dynamic.
How he engages students and the rapport that he has with his students.
What I've heard from parents and students is that Shoop has helped them find something that they like, and that gives them a goal for the future.
He's made my future, actually. I hope to be like him when I'm older. He gets to know people on like a personal level, and it's not just like a teacher, it's like someone who you know is going to be there.
Shoop as a teacher he's just the most amazing person, the most amazing teacher I've ever had. He's super engaging. He wants to sit down, take the time to explain something that's either wrong or how to better fix it. He doesn't just come in, sit down, and do it for you. He tells you, he points out directly what you should do, how you can fix it, and how to better it next time.
To be basically handed trust, it feels really good that I'm actually doing something and I'm actually learning hands-on.
And when he builds those relationships with students, he really builds those relationships long term, especially when it comes to big things like jobs, internships, apprenticeships. When students have it, they get so excited, and the first person they'll want to tell is, Shoop or one of their teachers.
If anybody has an interview, he's always there to call and put in a good word. If anybody has like a personal project that they want to work on, he's always the one who's like, we'll find a way to do it, we'll make the time. There's always a way with Shoop.
It's the students and the relationship that I have with them, being able to joke and being able to see them grow, or when something goes wrong in their life, they come talk to you about it. To me, that's what keeps me coming back every single day. He seems like he likes to be around the students. He has a fun time with the students, making jokes, but he's serious when it comes to the things that need to be serious.
Because Shoop is the way the way he teaches, I'm extremely more passionate about this, and I want to pursue it as an actual career.
We try to tell them there's nothing that you can't do here. Imagine it. Let's make it happen. It's just fun to be a part of somebody's life and have an impact on it. You feel grateful and very honored on that.
Wow, what an amazing night. And I want to congratulate Neil Shoop for an amazing job as a teacher over at the Career Development Center. That program over there is such an important, vital part of St. Vrain Valley Schools. And I know he's an incredible teacher for our students and for the staff over there. And the really neat thing is our district is actually changing the name to the Career Elevation Technology Center there, just to really highlight all the work that Mr. Neil Shoop does on behalf of his students and the rest of the staff there as well. So congratulations, Neil. We are very, very proud of you. And I just want to thank all of you for watching tonight. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you to the foundation board, our staff, Tammy and Michelle, and everyone who played a part in this. Thank you very much for putting this event together. We really appreciate you. And hopefully next year we can see all of you in person. Thank you and have a great night.